everyone. What's up? Welcome to GMA 24, Update News Channel. Hope you will enjoy our news video. Before we begin, hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Here's the news title. Keir Starmer torn apart on GB News as star. Issues crushing four-word wooden verdict Keir. Starmer was slammed on GB News after a new book claimed the Prime Minister hired an acting coach to overcome being wooden. Express Premium banner Keir. Starmer torn apart on GB News as star issues crushing four-word wooden verdict. Keir Starmer was slammed on GB News after a new book claimed the Prime Minister hired an acting coach to overcome being wooden. President Trump and Melania dance at inaugural ball in 2017. Keir Starmer was brutally mocked after it was claimed that he hired an acting coach to help him overcome his aversion to being wooden. The revelation came in a new book, titled Get It by Patrick Maguire and Gabriel Pogrund, which gives readers a definitive behind-the-scenes account of Labour's return to power under Mr. Starmer. The book also compares the politician to an HR manager and not a leader. GB News star Nick Dixon, joined by presenter Leo Kearse and Lewis Schaffer, couldn't help but laugh when they discovered the reason behind Mr. Starmer hiring an acting coach. Dixon quipped, "Maybe he never started the lessons," as Kearse chimed in with another brutal remark. "I think he wants his money back on that." Dixon added, "He was sick that day." Believing that people's number one fear is public speaking, Schaffer said that he believes even U.S. President Donald Trump has had some sort of acting lessons. Issuing another blow to the Prime Minister, Dixon claimed, "I could literally get up now with no notes and no knowledge of the subject and still do a better job than Starmer." Referencing Mr. Starmer's infamous sausage blunder, Kearse said, "And you wouldn't mention sausages once." Dixon began mocking the politician, declaring, "I'd just say, far-right thuggery. Go to jail if you're British. It's very easy." He added, "But it's so bad. He's still so bad." Her voice got warmer. He said, "You can improve a lot with it, but he is yet to improve." Kearse agreed. Also, Thatcher shows how wooden, or in her case an iron delivery, can be a strength. She was known as the Iron Lady. She wasn't convivial and going round shaking people's hands like Tony Blair. She was known for being firm and resolute, and I think her delivery reflected that. Schaffer revealed that even Adolf Hitler had speech lessons, later adding, "All his speeches were great up until the end." The contrast between these approaches highlights that there is no single formula for political success. Some leaders thrive on charisma, while others build credibility through expertise and consistency. For Starmer, the challenge will be to find a balance that aligns with his leadership style while addressing public expectations. Conclusion. The revelation that Keir Starmer sought coaching for public speaking reflects broader trends in modern political communication. While critics may view it as an attempt to artificially enhance his image, supporters argue that it demonstrates a willingness to adapt and improve. The effectiveness of this strategy remains to be seen, but it underscores the undeniable reality that in contemporary politics, how a message is delivered can be just as crucial as its content. Ultimately, whether Starmer's coaching will translate into stronger public engagement and electoral success will depend on how well he integrates these lessons into his broader leadership approach. As history has shown, political communication is an evolving art, one that can shape the trajectory of leaders and their legacies. So what do you guys think about this update? Let me know in the comment below. If you like my video, please press like button and subscribe for more. Hope I'll see you in next in politics. Analyzing Keir Starmer's public speaking challenges. Introduction. In modern politics, the ability to communicate effectively is often considered as important as policy expertise and leadership skills. Political figures worldwide undergo extensive media training to refine their public image and connect with voters. Recently, UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer has come under scrutiny after revelations surfaced that he hired an acting coach to improve his delivery and stage presence. This article explores the implications of such training, compares it with historical examples, and examines how communication strategies affect political success. The importance of public speaking in political leadership. Public speaking is a fundamental skill for politicians. From Winston Churchill's wartime speeches to Barack Obama's eloquent addresses, history has shown that leaders who can articulate their vision effectively often gain significant political advantages. Conversely, politicians who struggle with delivery may find it difficult to inspire confidence or convey their message persuasively. Keir Starmer, a former lawyer, is known for his meticulous and measured approach to policy discussions. However, critics have frequently described his speaking style as wooden, lacking the charisma and dynamism often associated with successful leaders. The recent revelation that he sought professional coaching to improve his delivery has reignited debates about the role of performance in politics. Historical precedents. Leaders who sought coaching. Starmer is not the first leader to seek help in improving public speaking. Margaret Thatcher, often celebrated for her resolute leadership, underwent vocal training to deepen her voice and command greater authority. Similarly, former U.S. President Ronald Reagan, a former actor, used his experience in performance to his advantage, crafting speeches that resonated deeply with the public. Even leaders with natural charisma, such as John F. Kennedy, worked extensively with advisors to perfect their delivery. On the other hand, politicians who failed to adapt to the evolving demands of public speaking often struggled. For instance, U.S. President Richard Nixon's poor performance in the 1960 televised debates against John F. Kennedy is widely believed to have contributed to his electoral defeat. The modern media landscape and political image. The influence of media in shaping political narratives has never been stronger. With the rise of social media, 24-hour news cycles, and digital platforms, politicians are under constant scrutiny. A single misstep in delivery can become a viral moment, influencing public perception significantly. For Starmer, the challenge lies in balancing authenticity with the expectations of a modern political leader. While some critics argue that seeking coaching suggests inauthenticity, others contend that it demonstrates a commitment to self-improvement and effective governance. Public and media reactions to Starmer's coaching. Reactions to the news of Starmer's acting coach have been mixed. Some media commentators have mocked the decision, suggesting that coaching cannot fundamentally change his personality. GB News, for instance, featured a segment in which commentators humorously speculated about the effectiveness of the training. Others, however, have defended Starmer, arguing that refining public speaking is a legitimate and necessary aspect of leadership. Polls indicate that public opinion on the matter is divided. While some voters appreciate his efforts to improve, others remain skeptical about whether such training can significantly alter their perception of him as a leader. Notably, former Labour leaders, including Tony Blair, were known for their strong rhetorical skills, setting a high bar for Starmer. The broader implications for political leadership. Starmer's decision to seek coaching raises broader questions about the evolving nature of political leadership. In an era where image and optics play an outsized role, should leaders prioritize performance skills alongside policy expertise? And does the emphasis on presentation undermine substantive political discourse? There is a risk that an overemphasis on performance can lead to style being prioritized over substance. However, there is also a pragmatic argument to be made. If effective communication helps leaders implement policies more successfully and engage with the public, then investing in such skills is justified. Lessons from other political figures. Looking beyond the UK, other global leaders have faced similar challenges. Angela Merkel, former Chancellor of Germany, was often described as pragmatic rather than charismatic. Yet she maintained high levels of public trust through consistent messaging and competence. In contrast, figures like Donald Trump relied heavily on theatrical rhetoric, using populist communication strategies to engage supporters.